Hello and welcome to Workers' Comp Unwrapped, the podcast that simplifies workers' compensation for physicians. I'm your host, Max, here to give you clear, actionable insights to navigate the medical legal side of workers' comp. So let's get started. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 3 of Workers' Comp Unwrapped. I'm Max, your host.
And I'm Ayesha. It's great to be here.
Great to have you. You bring, 15 years of deep industry experience right to our table today?
That's right. Been in the trenches a while.
And we need it, because today we are diving headfirst into a topic that, well, believe me, is going to resonate deeply with your bottom line. We're talking about the impact of the 2025 pure premium rate increase on provider billing. Our mission for this deep dive to really explore and analyze the WCIRB's significant, you could even say staggering, 11.2% rate increase.
A big one.
Huge. We want to understand its powerful ripple effect on your reimbursements and, most critically, equip you with the essential billing strategies to adapt, optimize revenue.
Yeah.
Basically, we want to make absolutely sure you are not blindsided come January.
Right. And if you're out there listening, maybe thinking, wait a second, isn't that rate about insurance premiums? Not really provider payments? Well, you're right to wonder about that initial connection. It is about premiums first. But trust us, the ripple effect from this decision, it hits providers. Hits providers like you incredibly hard. So yes, today we are going deep on precisely how this impacts you.
Great.
What you can genuinely expect in 2025, and crucially, how to adapt your billing game so you don't just, survive this shift, but actually find ways to thrive within it.
Okay, let's unpack this then, because it's foundational to everything else.
Right.
We have to start with the pure premium rate. What the heck is it?
Yeah, the basics.
For those who might need a quick refresher, in California, it's the Workers' Compensation Insurance Rating Bureau, the WCIRB, right? They set this rate.
That's correct, the WCIRB.
Think of it as the baseline cost per $100 of payroll. The starting point insurers use when they calculate workers' comp premiums for employers. It's that fundamental block.
Precisely. You can visualize it as the absolute starting number. The floor, sort of.
The floor.
Carriers, they layer on their own admin fees, their operating expenses, their profit margins, all on top of that. But the WCIRB's pure premium rate gives them that core structural benchmark. It's the economic foundation, for every workers' comp policy.
And here's where it gets really interesting, or maybe, depending on how you look at it, a little painful.
Yeah, definitely painful for some.
In May 2024, the WCIRB recommended a hefty, really attention-grabbing 11.2% increase to this pure premium rate, effective January 1, 2025.
11.2%.
This isn't just a minor tweak. This is honestly the biggest bump we've seen in years. It's a significant shift, almost tectonic.
It really is. And here's the crucial connection, the part that directly impacts you as a medical provider.
Okay, totally.
When those premiums spike, and 11.2% is a serious spike, carriers don't just, eat that cost. They become significantly, sometimes aggressively, more vigilant about controlling costs on their back end.
The back end costs.
Exactly. And guess what falls squarely into that back end category they can directly influence?
Let me guess. Medical payments.
Bingo. Your medical payments. So what does this mean for you, tangibly, day to day?
Yeah, what does it look like?
You should anticipate a clear increase in denials. Much heavier scrutiny on your request for authorization, your RFAs.
More scrutiny.
A tightening of utilization review, UR processes, and, regrettably, a noticeable surge in billing disputes. They're looking for every possible lever, to offset their increased premium costs, and your reimbursements, often seen as the most accessible target.
So if we're going to be blunt about it,
Yeah.
It means you're pretty much going to work harder just to get paid the same amount. Or frankly, maybe even less than you are now.
That's the reality. It's a classic squeeze play.
And you're the one right in the middle. Like they're tightening the belt on your end to make up for their bigger bill.
Exactly. It feels like that.
So why? Why is the WCIRB pushing for this 11.2% increase? What are they saying?
Well, they've laid out a few stated reasons for this big adjustment. First off, they point to rising medical costs.
Okay.
Specifically highlighting outpatient care as a key driver, costs going up there.
Right.
Then there are higher indemnity claims. That's the wage replacement benefits for injured workers. Those costs are up too.
Makes sense.
They also cite general inflation-related expenses, which, we all know impacts every single aspect of running a business.
Sure. Inflation's everywhere.
And finally, they mention a decline in investment income for insurers. Basically, their money isn't making as much money as it used to. That impacts their financial stability.
Okay, so if you boil down the WCIRB's argument, it's claims cost more, benefits are higher, and insurers aren't making as much on investments.
Yeah, that's the gist.
Therefore, in their view, the rate has to go up to keep the system stable.
It sounds, well, perfectly logical when they frame it that way, doesn't it?
It absolutely does sound logical until you look at it from the perspective of a medical provider, someone trying to survive on reimbursements capped by the official medical fee schedule, the OMFS.
Right, the OMFS isn't changing at the same pace. Exactly. Meanwhile, everything else around you, your rent, your staffing, your equipment, supplies, everything, it's undeniably getting more expensive. That's the real bind.
Yeah.
You're operating your practice in this inflationary world, but your main revenue stream feels fixed, or worse, like it's shrinking with every denial or delay.
That's a great way to put it. You're running a modern practice in 2025 with 2025 costs.
Right.
But getting paid based on, 2020 rates? Maybe even older rates, depending on the service?
Maybe.
And now, on top of that existing gap, insurers are under more pressure than ever to squeeze every dime out of what they pay you. It's a tough spot. Like trying to run a race with your shoelaces tied by someone else.
Yeah, that captures the feeling pretty well.
So let's really focus on the impact. What does it truly mean for your daily operations? We've said the pure premium rate doesn't directly change the OMFS, the fee schedule.
Correct, it doesn't.
But it absolutely changes how insurers behave.
Yeah.
How aggressively they control costs.
Yeah.
It's less about the fee schedule number changing and more about like a shift in their mindset, their tactics.
That behavioral shift is the absolute critical piece. Here's what we're already seeing starting to happen and what you should absolutely expect to ramp up significantly in 2025.
Okay, what should providers brace for?
We anticipate a noticeable increase in preauthorization denials. Just getting treatment approved in the first place gets harder.
Okay.
When treatment is approved, expect shorter approval durations, maybe getting 2 visits instead of the 6 you requested and justified.
Forcing you back for more auth sooner.
Exactly. More paperwork, more hassle. We're also seeing more aggressive second review denials. They're pushing back harder on your initial bills.
Even if the treatment was authorized.
Even then. And
Yeah.
yes, get ready for potentially more refund demands. We talked about those before. They might increase.
Yeah.
And finally, much tighter surveillance of med-legal billing. They're scrutinizing those invoices with a magnifying glass these days.
Okay, magnifying glass on med legal. Now, does it hit some areas harder than others?
Oh, right.
Where should people be particularly vigilant?
If you're in orthopedics, pain management, or really any high utilization specialty, you need to buckle up, seriously.
Buckle up, okay.
These are consistently the areas insurers target first and hardest when they feel this kind of financial pressure. They don't just nibble, they go straight for the big spend areas.
Got it. So this leads to a crucial point you made earlier.
Which is?
Even if you're doing everything right, billing clean, authorized treatment, following the rules,
Yeah.
you still need a strategy.
Absolutely. You need a proactive and robust strategy to protect every single dollar you rightfully earned. Just being correct isn't always enough anymore. You have to actively defend that correctness against this increased pressure.
All right, so we've laid out the challenge pretty clearly. Premiums up, carriers tightening the screws, denials creeping up. It's tough out there.
It is.
So let's get to the solutions. What can providers actually do about it? Let's talk actionable billing strategies to stay ahead in 2025, because just sitting back and taking it, not an option.
Definitely not. My top advice, the absolute first step, bulletproof your documentation.
Okay, bulletproof documentation, more than just SOAP notes?
Way more, yes. SOAP notes are foundational, obviously, but we mean ensuring a crystal clear correlation between your treatment and the ICD-10 codes you use. Zero ambiguity.
Clear connection, got it.
Make sure your treatment is meticulously aligned with MTUS guidelines. Those are your blueprint, your gold standard for approved care.
Stick to the guidelines.
Yes. And for therapy docs, always include specific measurable functional goals. Not just patient feels better, but how they function better. Tangible goals.
Measurable progress, okay.
But here's a crucial detail, often overlooked, surprisingly effective. Attach the RFA approval to your bill every single time.
Attach the auth to the bill itself.
Yes, don't just have it on file, attach it. It's not optional in my book, it's a powerful defensive move.
Huh. That sounds simple, but I can see how powerful that is. It cuts off one of their main reasons to delay or deny right away, doesn't it?
Exactly. You're preempting their excuse.
It's like saying, look, it was approved, here's the proof, now pay.
Precisely. It's proactive defense. Okay, strategy number 2. Master the timelines.
Ah, the deadlines. This is huge.
It's where so many providers bleed revenue without even realizing it. Carriers are, frankly, betting you won't respond in time, or you'll miss a key deadline.
So you need to know them cold.
Absolutely cold. Key ones. File second bill reviews, SBRs, within 90 days of the EOR, the explanation of review. 90 days.
90 days for SBR. Yeah.
If that SBR is denied, you have just 30 days, a tight window to file for IBR, independent bill review.
Only 30 days for IBR after SBR denial. Wow.
It's quick. And critically, if UR denies or modifies care you deem necessary, appeal those UR denials within 20 days.
20 days for UR appeals.
Look at these timelines. Absolutely non-negotiable if you want to get paid and keep cash flowing.
It really drives home the point that the providers who succeed, who win in this environment, are the ones who know these deadlines inside out.
Yes, know them.
And maybe more importantly, consistently follow through. With persistence.
Yeah.
It's really where persistence pays off, literally.
Literally. And this brings us perfectly to technology. Because doing all this manually,
Forget it.
you'll burn out before Q2. Tracking deadlines, managing disputes, claim by claim, it's just too much without help.
Yeah, it's not just knowing the rules, it's having the capacity to actually follow them consistently.
Right.
I feel stressed just thinking about tracking hundreds of claims manually.
Right.
You got to wonder how much money practices lose just from being overwhelmed, not because the care wasn't right.
A lot, I suspect. And look, this isn't just about needing some huge, expensive software system, though those can be great tools, obviously.
Right, it doesn't have to be complex.
Even smart billing software, or honestly, even well-designed custom trackers, like in a spreadsheet if you set it up right, can make a huge difference.
How so? What can they do?
They can automatically flag underpayments compared to the OMFS. They can auto-generate those SBR forms, saving you time, track your IBR deadlines religiously, even alert you to duplicate denials or patterns, like maybe one specific payer is always denying a certain code. Spotting those patterns is key.
That makes sense. Systematize it.
Exactly. Even something relatively simple, like a shared team calendar, meticulously updated with IVR deadlines per claim, that alone can plug significant revenue leaks that just quietly drain your practice otherwise.
So the message is, build these systems now.
Yes. Don't wait until January 1st hits and you're scrambling, because once 2025 kicks in with that higher rate pressure, you won't have time to play catch up. You need to be ready on day one.
Ready from day one. Good advice. In a quick but important detour, MedLegal billing.
Ah, yes, MedLegal, important area.
For those billing QME exams, reports, supplemental narratives, you mentioned scrutiny. They're in the crosshairs too.
Squarely in the crosshairs. Expect heavier scrutiny there as well. The pressure's on everywhere. They're not leaving stones unturned.
So what's the specific advice for MedLegal billing then? How do you protect yourself there?
Meticulous compliance is key. Ensure all your documentation, your billing, aligns precisely with the labor code. Sections 4620 through 4622 are crucial there.
No labor code sections.
Definitely. Your reports must be complete, timely, and directly tied to the specific dispute at hand. No ambiguity. Leave no room for questions about relevance.
Clear link to the dispute.
And critically, always include proof of service, your comprehensive exam notes, and a signed narrative for every single MedLegal bill. These are your proof points. They validate the work.
Got it. Proof of service, notes, signed narrative. What about specific codes? You mentioned some earlier.
Right. If you're billing codes like ML203, ML104, or ML102, be prepared. Be ready to explain and defend every single component of that bill, down to the last detail if necessary.
Defend every component.
What we're really anticipating is a significant increase in IBRs and payer challenges, specifically in this MedLegal category in 2025. So brace yourselves. Transparency and defensibility are going to be absolutely paramount.
Okay, bracing for MedLegal challenges too. So let's wrap this up. The big takeaway.
Okay, the core takeaway is this. The WCIRB's 11.2% pure premium rate hike doesn't directly change the official medical fee schedule. Let's be clear on that.
Right, your rates don't automatically go up.
Correct. But it absolutely definitively affects how tightly carriers manage their money, that financial pressure. It trickles down directly to providers like you.
Oh.
In the very real form of tighter reviews, more denials, and slower payments. It's a direct consequence, even if it's an indirect mechanism, like a hidden tax on your efficiency.
A hidden tax. I like that. But it's not all doom and gloom, right?
Not at all. Here's the good news. You are absolutely not powerless in this.
Yeah.
This isn't something you just have to accept passively.
Okay.
Providers who stay on top of their billing game, who document thoroughly beyond reproach, and who are willing to push back intelligently and persistently when needed, they will not only survive this shift, but many will actually find ways to thrive.
So it's about active defense.
It's about active, informed defense of your practice and your revenue, not just taking what comes your way.
Got it.
And remember, this industry, despite all its complexities, all its frustrations, it ultimately favors the organized and the persistent.
Organization and persistence.
Yes. If you feel like you're getting steamrolled by denials or delays, chances are you are definitely not alone. And you almost certainly have recourse if you know the system and use the tools available. There's real power in preparation and process.
Power and preparation. Excellent final thought. That's it for this deep dive from Workers' Comp Unwrapped.
Great discussion.
Really was. If you're prepping for 2025, maybe you want a checklist or need some help tightening up that billing strategy, please drop us a message. We'll put links in the show notes so you can reach out directly.
Yeah, reach out. And thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next time when we talk about, how to decode those really mysterious OMFS adjustment lines on your EORs. Buckle up again.
Ah, boy. Yep, it's going to get spicy. Catch you then. Thanks for listening to Workers' Comp Unwrapped. If you found value in today's episode, subscribe and share with fellow doctors. Stay informed and keep making a difference in your patients' care.